Returning after an astounding 13 years, Emil Blonsky, aka the Abomination, is officially the MCU's oldest recurring villain, having not been seen since 2008's The Incredible Hulk. In that film, the Abomination was a force to be reckoned with, going toe-to-toe with Edward Norton's interpretation of the Hulk, who some have claimed is physically superior to that of Mark Ruffalo. So where is the Abomination in terms of power as we see him in the Shang-Chi trailer? Though we only see him for a few brief seconds, it is clear that he has gone through a significant physical evolution, likely making him far more powerful than when we left him at the beginning of his transformation 13 long years ago. He has a more comic-accurate green, scaled skin tone, and looks physically larger. But how strong has he become in the 13 years he's been missing in action? Let's explore that today. In the trailer, we are not given much in regards to his power, just one small, yet significant feat of strength. In the cage match, he battles Wong, which Kevin Feige has recently confirmed. Wong, we know, is a talented sorcerer and formidable opponent who has held his own against the likes of Cole Obsidian and Ebony Maw, and we see him cast a familiar shield of solid light, which the Abomination shatters in a single blow. These shields have been seen standing up to some of the most powerful sorcerers in the MCU, not to mention facing the onslaught of Dormammu and the might of the Dark Dimension during the climax of Doctor Strange. Upon slowing the trailer down, we are able to see that the strike that the Abomination loads up in the wide shot is different from the one he delivers to Wong when he is knocked back. He readies a downward punch, but hidden in the cut, it becomes apparent that he is actually hitting Wong with a backward hand that sends him flying into the chain barrier. The Abomination is comparable to other Gamma beasts such as the Hulk as far as strength is concerned, but using this specific clip, we are able to calculate the force necessary to send a man of Wong's size flying this amount of distance, which, based on the pixel measurement and the height of actor Benedict Wong, is roughly 4.11 meters before he is stopped by the chain. In order to deliver a blow that sends a man of Wong's height and weight flying the appropriate 4.11 meters that we see, the Abomination would have needed to exert a force of at least 21,300 newtons of force, with his backhand, which in itself seems to be a relatively tame strike. 21,300 newtons is the minimum threshold needed to move a person of Wong's size this distance, but it does not take into account how much of the force the shield absorbs before it is shattered, or how much further he would have gone if not for the chain, meaning he is likely hit much harder than even that. Some of the strongest real-life heavyweight boxers in the world are able to exert a punching power of nearly 5,000 newtons, meaning the force of Abomination's strike is more than 4 times the punching power of a world heavyweight boxer. And again, that's just his upright backhand, which shows no signs of additional leverage or power, simply a standing swipe. If the Abomination is able to hit this hard with a relatively tame strike, breaking Wong's shield in the process, we are left to wonder how Shang-Chi expect to survive this encounter, seeing as with the measurement, a single blow from the Abomination, especially a hard blow, can kill an unenhanced person. In Infinity War, for example, Thanos performs a very similar feat, destroying one of Doctor Strange's shields with a single kick, and sending Strange backwards in the process to a similar distance. Though Doctor Strange stops himself mid-air with the Cloak of Levitation, making it more difficult to calculate the force, Thanos has the physical strength and durability to withstand an onslaught from Iron Man's Mark 50 armor and deliver strikes capable of knocking out the likes of Captain America. It would not be a stretch to use the feats of the Mad Titan to assess what the Abomination is likely capable of, but without more data, it's difficult to pin down the peak potential of the Abomination's true capabilities. The extent of his physical strength has yet to be seen in the modern MCU, but while the Abomination's brute strength is certainly commendable, it is not the only source of his power. It is important to remember that where the Hulk and Bruce Banner are distinct personalities with 2 different minds, the Abomination still retains the mental capacity and fortitude of Emil Blonsky. Though he has been driven mad by power, the Abomination still has the tactical mind and know-how of a former British Special Forces soldier, making him an incredibly dangerous opponent, tactician, and combatant. The Abomination combines the incredible brute strength of the Hulk or Thanos with the tactical mind of an old soldier like Cap or Fury, even being commended of his impeccable record by General Ross in The Incredible Hulk